Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I put on my community tab not too long ago saying how I wanted to really show off my new Notion. I did make a brand new Notion for later Genshin accounts. In this case, the one you're seeing is for my bows only. If you haven't checked out that video, you definitely should. I am pretty excited to start bows only. I mentioned in that video that I did kind of take a little bit of a break from Genshin after the whole fiasco with swords only. I might be overreacting a little bit, but I for real just needed a break from Genshin just for a little bit. So I'm probably going to be playing on bows only in the meantime. But I was super excited to... I really wanted to just work on a new Notion that was different from my other ones that y'all have seen. I don't think I will end up putting this one as a free template or anything. I think this one's just going to be personally for me. If enough people want it, then maybe I will, but we'll see. So in this video, I'm just kind of showing off what the new one looks like. I spent I think 2 days on it. I do have another one. I made this template originally for a different account of mine, but I'm sure that video, as we're talking right now, I don't think that video is out and it's not edited as I'm speaking, but if it is, then check it out, but more than likely it's not. But to go off it, again, I made this template for another account and then I just duplicated it and fixed it up for bows only. So as you can see, our theme is Yelan right now since she is our main girl, our bread and butter at the moment. So I'm really liking how this one looks. I for real seriously love this template. I can't wait for y'all to see the rest of it. I spent a lot of time on it to make sure I had everything. So here we have our Yelan, we have our GIF, we have our roll the dice and accept your fate. This isn't a quote from her. It gives me Persona vibes, honestly, but I really depending on the character, I probably will just do a quote that would be in the realm of that character, if that makes sense. So for example, Yelan has her little dice, so I was just let's just say roll the dice and accept your fate, that kind of thing. So we scroll down and first we're gonna go off of, very quickly, let me do something really quick. So let's start off with this section right here. So obviously we have our dailies. So this is just a fancier looking version of, keeping track of my dailies and stuff. It's just it looks more organized. It looks a little better for me. I really love this. I seriously do love this portion. So this is the same thing of where I created a button. So as per usual, let's just say I did my daily commissions, expeditions, I used my resin, and that's all I did today. Then we would just put that in archived and renew the dailies, and then it would just do the same thing as the button on my other one. Y'all have seen this before. Same thing goes for weeklies. So in this case, I actually have all of the weekly bosses under a toggle. So it would be we fought Astaha this week, and we did Signora, and we fought Raiden. So this is more updated to reflect pretty much everything that is going on in the game, what's available in the game now. So a lot of the weekly bosses aren't on the other one. So if you have my templates, you more than likely are going to have to update it. It's pretty outdated. It's outdated but not outdated. I only will update it if I'm making a new not Genshin, but a new Notion for a Genshin account, etc. So, and then we did our weekly bounties and requests. So then it would be the same thing of taking this, throwing that in archived, and then renewing the weeklies, and it would be the same thing over again. I love the way this looks. It just looks a lot cleaner. This definitely is extremely different. So what it is now is we have whatever the region is, so Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, and Fontaine. And then we have gain all weapons able to be obtained from fishing. This is a new to do long-term goal since it does take a minute to get weapons from fishing. So in this case, it's that one sword that looks like a pipe. And then actually in this case, we wouldn't even really be able to do this. So we're just going to take this off. And I say that again, my other one, the other one I made this for is my for fun one, so that's why that was on there. But in that case, that particular one, it was just that one weapon that's a pipe basically, and then you have the catch, and then I think that's all of the weapons you can get from fishing right now, if I'm not mistaken. And then obviously max the Serenity Pot. So to go off of this, again, we have each region, and then if you toggle this to do, it has everything that needs to be done in each region. So that's Mondstadt, Then you have Liyue, so all Geoculuses, 100% exploring Liyue, and then the chasm, separate all Sealies in Liyue and the chasm, all shrines, all of that, all Luma spars. Inazuma, same thing. We have I don't know how to spell Anakinomia. I really don't know how to spell it. It's freaking, so I just abbreviated to Enka. All of that. And then Sumeru, we have, again, exploration, the desert, Dendroculuses, shrines, Sealies, Tree of Dreams, Amrita Pool. And then lastly, we have Fontaine, and this obviously will be updated as time goes on, but it looks a lot cleaner versus just having like what it used to look like with, what it used to look like where it was, I had, let's just go to one of mine. So my swords only, for example, it looked like this, you would just toggle it and it looked like that, I actually like what I did here more. I just think it looks a lot cleaner. And then the to-do list, excuse me. It's just exploration, nothing more, nothing less. So this will just be, again, what are we doing today? What are my goals for today? Or what is just on the to-do list in general? We'll touch base on this after, but if we unhide this, it says master character database. And I am super excited about this portion. I spent a lot of time on this portion. So we're going to touch on this first. This is the live calendar. Y'all have seen the live calendar before. You just embed it into Notion and it'll actually put in a live calendar. Sometimes I think it gets a little bit behind. This is true, but I'm pretty sure I feel like there's like 2 or 1 more day of this event right here. So I don't know if this is behind or not, but we're going to touch on this. This is actually very brand new. Again, I spent a lot of time on the master character database, the domain farming, and the trounce domain. So as you can see, we're updated for Yelan, Kaya, Amber, and Traveler. I accidentally took off Lisa, so what I would do, I would just put Lisa, put her element Electro, then I would do Catalyst. Whoops, wrong one. Catalyst. She's from Mondstadt. And we have her at C0, and we're doing, this actually needs to be no. So what I would do, I would just type in no. And then, actually, I have to make a brand new one. So we'll just do edit property, to do no. And the reason for that is because this is it does not want to make that. The reason for that is because this is bows only, so, why would we build that? Yes. There we go. No. We'll change the color to yellow, because why not? And we'll just do that, and then we'll just do no. No. Keep her on not right now, because she's a bow user, and then no. So, and then she's at level 1. And then we're gonna do no again. No. Haven't started. Keep that on haven't started. And no. I'll have to change this at some point. I probably will say like, we'll do that now just so you guys can see how I work and what my brain is doing. So we're just gonna do not building. Again, this is mainly because this is a bows only, so it's like we shouldn't be building those characters anyway because they're not bow characters besides Amber. Not building, and then we'll do keep her on haven't started, not building, finish building, and we'll do no. So, okay, yeah, so that's that. So basically how this looks is I have it sorted for each element. So if you click cryo, it's going to show Kaya or whatever other cryo characters are on here. Hydro, Yelan, Pyro, Amber, Geo. It's going to be filtered to show Geo characters, but obviously we don't have any Geo characters. So at some point when we get a Geo bow user, this will be just showing that Geo bow user. Dendro's the same thing. Animal's the same thing. Mondstadt, Traveler, and then Electro, Lisa obviously is on there. All of this is like, again, for each character and their element, and each one will be updated. Like whatever characters we get, I will put them on here regardless if they're bow users or not, but obviously it's going to look like this because we're not building those characters, they're not bow users, etc. So if we unhide domain farming rotation, I have every single little thing you can get in the game right now in terms of domains. So all of our weapon materials and all our talent materials. I have what days they are on, what region they are in, and as you can see, I've already added in Yelan's stuff on what weapons are best for her and what she can use, as well as what her talent books are. So so it's the same thing as my last little thing on my other Notion, my old one, I guess you could say, where it's like you click on what day you want to farm. Like, say for instance, today as I'm recording this, it is Wednesday, so we would go to Wednesday, Saturday, and today we can farm for the Favonius Warbow. This is better because it's just like I would add based off of like if I got something that wasn't on there, but I'm like, let me just add it all, and it will just be easier to keep track of it that way versus just adding like here and there. So again, what region, days, what character / weapon, and what type it is. It's not sorted, it's only sorted by days. I didn't sort it by type or what region, etc. So that's that. I keep it on all so y'all could see I literally have everything in the game, like every single domain there is in each region, and this will probably be updated whenever a new region comes out, which probably won't be for a while. So we're going to keep it on Wednesday, Saturday for now because it is Wednesday. Then lastly, this is new, this is completely brand new, we have trounce domains. I decided that I was going to start actually, at least for fun and my bows only, we're actually going to try and get our characters to level 90. So all materials are going to be, we're actually going to be trying to focus on getting like world boss materials and trying to farm world bosses whenever I can. They did just add in a recent Genshin update. They did just add in the recent 4.2 update where if you are rank 40, I believe, you can quick start world bosses, which I mean, like, I guess. So if you aren't like far enough in the storyline but you're rank 40, you can again quick start world bosses. Like, say you haven't reached a world boss in Fontaine yet, then you could quick start it and get the materials for it, and it'll still use your 3 out of 3 world bosses materials, that kind of thing, where you actually get something from that world boss that week. So this is completely brand new. I did every single world boss that we have in the game right now, so obviously Liyue, Mondstadt, Inazuma, Sumeru, and Fontaine. And then they're all sorted by each world boss there is, because every character needs a different item from each world boss. So for example, Mondstadt characters will need, not all Mondstadt characters need the same item, they all need a different world boss, so that's why they're all there. So I just kept them all separate because, again, it's just I don't want to put the plume, the claw, and the sai in one thing because it's just you might not know who needs what. So it's all separate. So I could put, this is just going off the top of my head, but Sucrose could be here. I don't know who needs what in Mondstadt from Storm, for Storm Terror or Dvalin. So Sucrose could be here because she needs the plume, or Venti is here because he needs the claw, etc. So it's just separate, so I know, who needs what. So each one, again, is sorted by each enemy. So in this case, Yelan needs the Gilded Scale from Astaha. You go to Dvalin, Raiden, Tartaglia, Scaramouche, Signora, all Devouring Narwhal, Apis' Oasis, and then Andreas. So this will be all updated when we get more characters and stuff like that, and it'll look a lot more full. I love this kind of stuff because it just looks full and it looks nice, but as of right now, we're just working with Yelan. On my For Fun one, which I hope you'll see soon, that one will be different because I'm super excited for that one, but that'll be for another time. Live calendar, we already talked about that. We're gonna go to our character build page. Now, this is slightly different, but not too different from what I already do. So as usual, I have our little character picture, I have our emote, I have our cover of the character, we have what element they are, what role they're doing, and what status they are in terms of build, and then we have what their element is, what level they are. Yelan right now is level 20, forgot to put that. And then this right here, I think is going to be where I put their ascension levels, but because obviously Yelan is not ascended yet, we're not going to put anything. Have our materials as usual. I think I completely omitted the notes section. I just decided not to keep that, so I removed it. We have our whatever materials they need. Again, this is all updated for level 90, so it doesn't say materials to level 80, you know, etc. It's like just to level 90 completely. So we're trying to go full throttle with our characters. So only thing really updated on here now is material, like the level 90 materials and talents and their actual world. Actually, no, this is pretty much the same. I think the only difference is that we have gemstone on here now, because typically I would never include gemstone because we're doing up to level 80 characters, but now we have gemstone. And then on here, the only difference is that we have this, we have our philosophies, and then we have our world boss that we need for the talents. And then last little section right here, we have our current build, because this is the build that we're using currently on this particular character, Yelan. And then if you press this, it'll just say our recommended artifact sets. So I have, this is our backup set, so this is what we have on the character until we get exactly what we need for our actually main sets. So it's tabbed or indented, so this is like a, hey, reminder, this is our backup set right now, this is what we're going to use in the meantime, and then this is our main artifact sets, what we need for Yelan. So for, in this case, for her main DPS build, this might be different on other pages, but I got mine from game 8. She needs a 2-piece Tenacity of the Millionth and a 2-piece Heart of Depth. And then obviously we have what our stats need to be. So in this case, she needs an HP Sands, a Hydro Damage Goblet, and a crit rate or damage circlet. And then at the bottom, we have our energy recharge, crit rate and damage, and HP substats. I forgot to put under there, but what I would put underneath that is the direction we need to take with their talents. So what is prioritized first? I believe what for Yelan in this case, I think what needs to be prioritized the most, I think, is her elemental skill and her burst, then normal attack. I'm pretty sure. I have to come back to that, but I would put that underneath, you know. I would put it underneath this. I hate when I just decide to choke in the middle of talking, but yeah, I would put our priority talents underneath here. I'll probably add that off camera. And then last is our recommended weapons. So again, this is tabbed, so the most we can get right now, unless Yelan has a rerun, is the stringless. So that is obviously it's a gacha weapon, but it's kind of like the best 4-star option if we don't have one of the 5-star options that she can use. And then obviously the ones that are tabbed, indented, are our optional choices. These two being our free-to-play options, because you get a free Favonius Warbow at, I believe, rank 18. And then Slingshot, everybody gets a Slingshot. And Sacrificial Bow is a gacha weapon, but if we happen to get a Sacrificial Bow, we can use it. This is in order of like from best to like free to play but the least valuable. So stringless as a free to play, I say free to play, but stringless, I know we definitely can get that from gacha. That is our best option, but if we don't have a stringless, then Favonius Warbow is our second best option, Sacrificial being third, Slingshot being fourth, and, you know, being our placeholder until we actually get a better option. I didn't put Aqua Simulacra up there because there's no telling if I'll be able to get that or not. There are other 5-star weapons on there that she can use, but I didn't put them on there because it's just like I typically don't wish on the weapons banner because the weapons banner is a scam. And then at the bottom is our references, so our game 8 page and our Paimon Moe page, and that's pretty much it. That's basically what this looks like. This is just like a quick video. If you go to roster, you know, more than likely this will update with all bow characters that we have. But that's basically it. This is what the new page looks like. I love it to death. It's nice. It's clean. And then, you know, currently playing, I would obviously update this like I do on my other notions where I add on characters that we're currently playing and then they'll correspond with the roster, you know, all that good stuff. But I just feel like it's more clean, it's more full, it's pretty much updated with everything that is in the game right now. So, you know, you don't get my old template and then have to add on because it's not updated. I do apologize that it's not updated, but I didn't think about that. But this one's more updated. Like I said, I don't know if I will actually include this one as a template. I probably won't, but if enough people want it, then maybe I will in the future. But as of right now, I don't think I'm going to provide this as a template. But I did really want to show off what the new notions look like. I probably will start using this more often. My other notions will still be used with my other Genshins. I really don't want to have to make a brand new notion for those other Genshin ones, so we're just going to keep that. And then if I decide to come out with like another Genshin series or something like that, or just another fun account, then they will be more than likely using this template right here. So thank you guys for watching. I just really wanted to show this off. I seriously love it. I love it so much. I hope this inspires you to want to do Notion for your Genshin, you know, like if you want to keep up to date and stuff. It took a while to do this, but it was worth it because it looks very clean at the end of the day, and it's just nice to keep up with stuff so I can see what I need to do and all that kind of stuff, because I'm big on just needing to know what I need to do in terms of exploration, what I've done, what I haven't done, and all that other good stuff. So if you enjoyed watching this video, then, you know, leave a like, subscribe, all that other kind of stuff. Check out my other content. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye!